morning, everyone. The Honorable Mr. Justice Adrian Saunders, President of the Caribbean Court of Justice. The Honorable Madam Justice Minette Hafiz Bertram, President of the Court of Appeal, acting. The Honorable Madam Justice Michelle Arana, Acting Chief Justice. The Honorable Mrs. Magali Marin Young, Attorney General of Belize. Ms. Trina Young, Registrar of the Supreme Court. Mrs. Arana, Deputy Registrar of the Supreme Court. Mr. Bevel Wooding, Executive Director of Apex. Friends of the court, good morning to everyone. Today, I'd like to thank everyone for attending this event. But before we get started, I would certainly like to express the judiciary's sincere appreciation to the Apex team who has helped us put this event together and this proceedings today. The event today marks 6 weeks of hard work where the court has moved from a complete paper-based system to one in which lawyers can file cases electronically and they be stamped as being filed electronically and accessed by the judges and parties in the case are accessed almost immediately. This system will bring improved efficiency, greater transparency, and reduced costs in the judiciary of Belize. I will not take too much of your time this morning, but to simply give a very warm welcome to everyone in relation to this matter. And so firstly, I would like to start with a presentation of how the system works. So thank you very much for attending, and we will now begin.
The Folio e-filing system is part of the Korea Court Management Suite by Apex. Folio allows courts to provide a secure, easy-to-use e-filing service to all their users. With Folio, users can register, log in, and electronically upload case documents. They can also edit case information, view messages and outstanding tasks, and receive notification concerning their cases. The Folio web-based e-filing portal provides an intuitive yet powerful platform for users and court staff to manage case documents and workflows. With Folio, e-filing takes place in 3 simple steps. 1. Provide basic case information. 2. Upload the documents. And finally, add the case parties. That's all it takes to get case documents filed securely and efficiently with courts using Folio by Apex, enabling court excellence.
From the Honorable Madam Justice Michelle Arana.
The platform we are using was developed by Apex, an agency established by the Caribbean Court of Justice to meet the peculiar needs of Caribbean courts. Belize is a member state of this agency, and on that basis, we were able to implement this Folio e-filing system in record time, thanks to the dedicated team of professionals at the courts, and thanks to the experts, technology, and support from Apex. I also wish to thank the government of Belize, especially the Honorable Attorney General, who has been the impetus behind this groundbreaking initiative. Before this system was implemented, persons submitting documents to the court would have to manually photocopy and bring physical copies to the court. The court would then have to verify and stamp each page, an expensive and time-consuming process. Now, litigants can submit case files electronically. This is a radical shift that lowers the cost of presenting cases at the court and dramatically reduces the time it takes for the registry to process case documents. I can summarize the benefits as 1. Improved efficiency. When your lawyer needs to file your case in the Supreme Court, transportation, schedules, the logistics of printing hard copies and taking them to court, all these are factors which no longer will be challenges that can delay your case getting into the system. Now your lawyer can do this from his or her office at any time. 2. Greater transparency. Your attorney will be able to track the progress of your case. Folio, this e-filing platform, allows for the attorney to log in at any time and upload additional documents, submit notes, and also check the status of your case. 3. Reduced costs. The amount of funds that will be saved from less printing of case documents can be used to continue modernizing the court and providing better service to the public and extend e-filing to other courts in Belize.
When an attorney registers on the Folio e-filing system, they can expect to have a safe, secure, and efficient user experience. The way the system works, the attorney will register and after going through a verification and approval process, will gain access to Folio. When the attorney is ready to file a case, this will be uploaded. The registrar will assign that case to the attorney. The attorney can then log in and access his or her case and receive real-time update on them. Before this system was implemented, persons submitting documents to the court would have to manually photocopy and bring physical copies to the court. The court would then have to verify and stamp each page, an expensive and time-consuming process. The new e-filing system allows persons submitting documents and the registry staff processing documents both to make changes to how these activities would have traditionally been conducted.
Attaché is a powerful case management tool that allows court officers to manage all aspects in the life cycle of a case as it moves through the courts. Attaché covers 7 main functions. 1. The Attaché dashboard, which provides a summary view of the cases and milestones. 2. A powerful permission-based case management tool for viewing, uploading, and organizing case documents. 3. A customizable calendar with multi-filter capabilities. 4. An e-library for easy access to laws, rules, and guidelines. 5. Finance functions for the management of fees, invoices, and payments. 6. Action templates to allow users to use custom step-by-step workflows for any type of case. 7. Built-in and custom reports to help track and share important information on case management, identify bottlenecks, and evaluate performance against established best practices. One feature of Attaché that helps courts to manage the cases is the built-in alerts and notification capability. Attaché alerts are based on tasks and actions assigned to each user. Once a user is assigned to a case task, the system can track when that task is due and send reminders as the due date approaches. Attaché is part of the Courier Court Management Suite by Apex, enabling court excellence.
Presentation in relation to the upgrading of the Court of Appeal by the Acting President of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Madam Justice Minette Hafiz Bertram.
Thank you, Justice James. Good morning, everyone. We welcome the digital transformation of the Court of Appeal. The Courier Court Management Suite will allow for electronic filing of appeals and the management of appeals with the use of the Attaché case management system. The e-filing and the use of Attaché will result in greater efficiency and effectiveness in case management at the Court of Appeal. An appeal can be easily monitored from its commencement to its conclusion, the entire life cycle. All information on appeals will be easily accessible. The registrars will be able to view and manage appeals uploaded and filed on the system. This will show when an appeal has been filed and the different stages of readiness, such as case management conferences, ready for hearing, when hearing has been completed, and also expected date of delivery of judgment. The registrars and management of the court will be able to take action in a timely manner, thus improving the delivery of justice. There will be greater transparency and accountability. There will be no mystery as to pending appeals, ready for hearing, and pending judgments. The Attache case management system has tremendous benefits, but it is not a magic wand. It is how the tool is used by us at the courts. The quality of justice will only improve if registrars and judges utilize the system and follow guidelines set by the management of the court. We cannot continue to work in the traditional ways. I will encourage all judges to use the system. Finally, I'm thankful to the APEX team for addressing all my concerns so that I could understand this new and interesting system. I must also thank all our court officers for making this digital transformation a success. Last but not least, I thank the government of Belize and the Honorable Magali Marin-Young, Attorney General, for making the digital transformation at the courts possible. Thank you.
We will now see a ceremonial e-filing take place.
Welcome to Belize Supreme Court's ceremonial e-filing using the Folio system. Mr. Fred Lumore, attorney at law and senior counsel, is prepared to file a document with the Belize Supreme Court using the Folio e-filing system by Apex. Deputy Registrar Miss Patricia Arana is ready to receive the filed document on behalf of the court. Mr. Lumore begins the process by registering to access the Folio e-filing portal. After completing the registration form, Mr. Lumore immediately receives an email notification requesting that he verifies his email address. Mr. Lumore clicks on the Verify link and is taken to the Folio e-filing portal, where his email address is confirmed. The Deputy Registrar is conducting her routine task of checking Folio for new registrants, logs in, and goes to the user profiles and in the main window sees Mr. Lumore's name. She proceeds to open his registration form and verifies that Mr. Lumore is indeed a registered attorney at law and that he has provided all the relevant information for his filing. The Deputy Registrar then approves Mr. Lumore's registration and saves the changes. Back at his office, Mr. Lumore receives another email confirming that his Folio account has been verified and provisioned. Mr. Lumore then goes to the Folio e-filing portal and signs in. He clicks on New Case and proceeds to fill in information such as the case type, case subtype, country of origin, and other information he wants to bring to the attention of the court registry. Mr. Lumore then clicks Next and Add File and is taken to a dialog box where he chooses from a list of documents. He attaches his document and clicks on the Submit button. Mr. Lumore then clicks on the option to View Case Details to add additional case information. He then clicks on Edit Case, gives the case a title, submits, and then verifies that the uploaded document is correct. As Mr. Lumore completes these actions, he receives email notifications confirming that his documents are submitted and received by the court. Back at the registry, the deputy registrar is notified by the system of the new case. She's able to locate the case and click on Edit Case. She reviews the case information and makes appropriate updates to the case status and the commencement date. She then clicks on Submit. An on-screen message lets her know that the case has been successfully updated. The deputy registrar reviews the documents to verify that all is in order. She then proceeds to file the document. The folio system automatically adds the case number, date filed, and page numbers to the document. The deputy registrar chooses whether to affix the court seal and/or the filed stamp to the document, then clicks Submit. To confirm that the process is successful, the deputy registrar clicks on View Document, where she sees the filed document complete with the Supreme Court seal, the case number, file stamp, and filing date, and the page numbers. At his office, Mr. Lumore would receive an email alert notifying him that his document has been officially filed with the court. In Folio, Mr. Lumore can see that his case is now active. He clicks on his case number, views the filed document with the official court seal and/or filing date.
Now we would like to hear about beyond e-filing and what's next. That would be brought to us by the Honorable Madam Chief Justice, Mrs. Michelle Arana.
The court is deeply committed to improving the quality of service it delivers to all. And to this end, e-filing is one of a series of planned upgrades. In the coming months, we plan to implement an upgraded case management system at the Supreme Court, kiosks for public access to the e-filing system, online payments for court services and fees, digitization of older court records, and capacity building in digital skills for court staff. So those are
words from the government of Belize and brought to you by the Honorable Magali Marin-Young, the Attorney General of Belize.
I wish to start by sincerely thanking Apex for readily agreeing to assist us in our acquisition of their court software program for Supreme Court and Court of Appeal, and to congratulate them on a speedy and successful implementation. I also wish to congratulate our acting president of the Court of Appeal, Mrs. Minette Hafiz Bertram, and our acting Chief Justice, Ms. Michelle Arana, for embracing this technology and for being willing to modernize their court system to allow for the online court filing portal and for digital case management of files. I also wish to congratulate the registrar and her staff, and Mr. Bob and Mr. Waite for readily assisting the Apex IT persons to make today a reality. Thank you to members of the bar for also embracing this new technology. 1 year ago, with the onset of the COVID-19 global pandemic, the country of Belize had to go into lockdown, and our court system came to a screeching halt. Even after lockdown, our courts had to scramble to figure out how to become operational within the restrictive COVID-19 regulations. Because we were still doing the physical filing of court documents before the pandemic, the administrative assistants of law firms had to queue to pay for court filings, and they had to leave their documents in a drop box to wait a week or more for their documents to be processed. Whereas other jurisdictions were able to utilize technology to get back into operations, we could not efficiently do so. With this new technology, litigants and attorneys will be able to file court papers digitally using their laptops and even their phones, eliminating the physical presence at the registry. Online payment is still not available, but we are surely working on this. The next time, God forbid, we have to go into a lockdown, the inability to physically file documents will be one less reason not to get operations back up and running. Thank you, Apex. Thank you to the judiciary and its staff and to members of the bar.
We will now hear words from the Executive Director of Apex, Mr. Bevel Wooding.
And thank you, Justice James. Of course, it is my delight to stand with my colleagues in Belize at this historic launch. As many of you would have heard, this has taken place in what is record time. And commendations must go to the team at the court in Belize, the government of Belize, and all of the persons who have worked so hard over the past few weeks to make this long-sought goal finally a reality. My task this morning is to not just bring my own heartfelt congratulations to Team Belize, but also to share the expressions of congratulations and commendation that have poured in from around the Caribbean. This achievement has not gone unnoticed. This achievement stands as a testament to what is possible when there is collaboration, when there is a common vision, and when there is determination to get past very real obstacles and constraints to get toward what is a deserved and necessary improvement in the quality of service that is delivered by courts at home and abroad. And so what I would like to do now is to just share some of the congratulations that have come in to the courts with you. First up, I would like to have and to invite the President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Justice Adrian Saunders, to present his remarks, and then we will listen to others who have shared their well wishes and their congratulations and commendations to the court. Justice Adrian Saunders.
I'm exceedingly pleased to learn that the courts of Belize have been able to install and implement successfully both the Apex-owned Courier electronic filing system and additionally at the Belize Court of Appeal, the accompanying electronic case management system. I have to tell you that these developments excite me for several reasons. Electronic filing and case management will naturally make a profound difference to the efficiency of the courts. Moreover, given that Belize sends its final appeals to the CCJ, which utilizes exact same software, the efficiency with which we in Trinidad and Tobago will be able now to process your appeals shall also be considerably enhanced, as there can now be a seamless process of document management from the trial court right up to the CCJ. This significant improvement in the Belize justice sector comes at an extremely reasonable cost, for the simple reason that Apex is a non-profit Caribbean-owned enterprise, and the more Caribbean states make use of it, the lower the costs are going to be. This tremendous feat which we have accomplished in record time, I understand less than 6 weeks, it seems just like yesterday that we launched this project. This extraordinarily short time it has taken for implementation attests to the steadfastness and commitment of all the relevant personnel. I wish therefore to extend my sincere congratulations to the Honorable Attorney General and her chambers, the Acting Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Honorable Justice Michelle Arana, the Acting President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Justice Minette Hafiz Bertrand, the hard-working Belize Court staff, and of course the Apex officials. The people of Belize and the entire region are exceedingly pleased with this new initiative and the dispatch with which it has been implemented. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Justice Saunders. The next speaker was actually one of the first, at the time, distinguished attorneys to lend support to what was then a fledgling APEX organization. APEX is the only Caribbean agency that is dedicated to providing solutions to courts and justice sector agencies throughout the region. That once distinguished attorney is now a distinguished judge at the Caribbean Court of Justice. I invite to share with you his words of commendation, Justice Dennis Barrow.
Colleagues, please accept my warmest congratulations on this momentous step that you all have taken in getting into the technological era of court filing and court hearing, etc. It is a great step. I congratulate you. Thanks.
Next to bring remarks will be Ms. Jennifer Asafan, a director at APEX and an attorney at law practicing in the Commonwealth of Dominica.
I would like to commend the Chief Justice, President of the Court of Appeal, and the Attorney General on facilitating the implementation of the e-filing in both the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal. Let me also congratulate the Bar Association and the Legal Fraternity of Belize, together with all those who assisted in making this happen in a record time. We know that the APEX team has worked assiduously with Belize. The benefits of this system go beyond simply facilitating the court. There are governance implications, the transparency, the ease of filing, the reduced cost to the people and the users of the system in Belize. We really think that this has been a remarkable achievement, and it's a show of collaboration in this region that could redound to the benefit of the people beyond Belize. So let me again extend warm congratulations on the virtual launch of this significant event in Belize. God bless.
APEX is truly a unique Caribbean agency, and it counts as part of its body of knowledge and expertise the contributions of members of the judiciary and members of the legal fraternity across the region. One of the territories in which the e-filing system had been launched that held a previous record implementation in just under 2 months was the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, where the Industrial Tribunal, the Bahamas Industrial Tribunal, led in the development of the first smart court using APEX technology and support. The president of the Bahamas Industrial Tribunal was looking keenly as Belize broke its record, and she here is now quite excited to give her own commendations to Team Belize. I give to you President Indira Emerit Francis of the Bahamas Industrial Tribunal.
I want to say congratulations to the Chief Justice of Belize and also to the Belize courts on their implementation of the folio and attaché system. It is also a system which is currently being used in the Bahamas, and it has made a tremendous difference for all those who use the courts and appear as litigants within the system. And I want to just once again say congratulations to Belize on this milestone which they have met.
So I'm sure you notice there's great excitement and enthusiasm across the Caribbean. The eyes of the region are upon Belize and what it has achieved. The Chief Justice, Justice Arena, spoke about the importance of capacity development as one of the necessary steps moving forward. To this end, Apex is already in close talks with the EDLS, the Eugene de Pruche Law School in the Bahamas, to see how we can support the court in its efforts to ensure that there is appropriate training, not just for court staff, where many from registry staff to judges across the region have already indicated their commitment to support and to help, but also that new attorneys and new practitioners coming into the field can also be aware of and sensitive to the requirements of automation in courts and digitization of court systems and processes. Here to give her congratulations next will be Ms. Tonya. Ms. Tonya from the Eugene de Pruche Law School, the principal of the Eugene de Pruche Law School. She is the principal there and has been a friend and colleague of Apex for some time now. And we look forward to seeing how these relationships and introductions will help accelerate the improvement of service in the courts in Belize. So let's hear from Ms. Galanis.
When, in 2017, the Eugene de Pruche Law School was privileged to participate in the inaugural APEX Stakeholders Convention held here in the Bahamas, we did not really then appreciate the breadth of the services that APEX could provide for our region and just how pivotal a role it could play towards the administration of justice. In the post-convention years, the APEX team, led by Executive Director Mr. Bevel Wooding, has well shouldered the weight of the claim of the 2017 convention's title, that is, Enabling Caribbean Court Excellence. The successes achieved thus far with the Belize Court Process Automation Project, including completion of the implementation of the Folio e-filing system in the courts of Belize in just less than 6 weeks, is testament to this and is an accomplishment that should be lauded and celebrated regionally. It is a testimony also to the leadership of the Chief Justice, the Honorable Michelle Arana, the President of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Minette Hafiz Bertram, the Attorney General, the Honorable Magali Marin Young, and the court staff, all of whom were undoubtedly supported by the Belize Bar Association and the entire legal fraternity in Belize. We recognize the importance of supporting the implementation of enhanced case management practices and digitization of court services, and look forward to you sharing your successes with the e-filing and case management systems with us. On behalf of the entire team here at the Eugene de Pruche Law School, I wish to extend congratulations to the Belize judiciary and to the people of Belize for this landmark achievement.
And of course, no tribute would be complete without the voice, the statements, the sentiments, the wisdom, and the insight of the gentleman whose seed idea it was to form an agency such as Apex, the former president of the Caribbean Court of Justice, a legal titan, a Caribbean man, and one whose views and insights we all value and we all look to when trying to shape and define the way forward for courts and for the justice sector in the Caribbean, the Right Honorable Sir Dennis Byron.
I was absolutely delighted when I heard that the filing and case management systems had been installed by Apex in the courts in Belize. I was impressed with the implementation speed. I know that this could not have happened without the high-quality, high-skilled IT department, dedicated and well-trained registry staff, and empowering and determined judicial leadership. So I join in congratulating the Honorable and Learned President of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable and Learned Chief Justice, and the distinguished Attorney General. This accomplishment is a demonstration of first-rate standards of cooperation between the judiciary and the executive, which is so important to achieve the much desired and necessary improvements in the delivery of justice. It is worthy of high commendation. Even during celebration, do not lose focus on the big picture. All court users must benefit from improvements in filing and communicating with the court. The registry staff must benefit from automation of processes. And the honorable judges must benefit from being able to access court records from the moment they are filed and without having to ferry large quantities of paper. And additionally, the judicial leadership should enjoy the many new options to manage and monitor the administration of justice. This is a Caribbean vision. This technology has been developed and managed by Caribbean expertise and is customized for our courts. It is an evolving exercise. For with Apex at your service, the opportunity for responding to poor experiences or introducing innovative and creative solutions will always be promptly supported by your Caribbean colleagues. Belize, congratulations for being leaders in the use of Caribbean technology to improve the quality of justice delivery.
So once again, congratulations to the courts in Belize, Madam Chief Justice, Madam President of the Court of Appeal, Honorable Attorney General, colleagues at the court, hardworking teams that have been responsible for bringing this to this milestone. Well done. But as Sir Dennis indicated, we still have more to do, and we look forward to standing shoulder to shoulder with you. And we can say on behalf of the colleagues from across the region that they too will be not just giving words of commendation, but actually providing support to ensure that this is ultimately the success that we all intended to be. So once again, congratulations. Well done. Look forward to taking things forward. Thank you.
And now we'll go back to Beyond E-Filing, brought to you by the Acting Chief Justice, Madam Michelle Arana. Please.
E-filing is one plan of the plan to implement system of the court, kiosk service for public access by the system, online payment support services and digitalization of all the court records,
and capacity building in digital skills for court staff. This is a time of transformation of our judicial system in Belize. It is the dawn of a new era in the administration of justice, the beginning of a transition from a court system that is paper-based to paperless, where court users can file cases in court virtually with the click of a button. I therefore wish to thank the Honorable Attorney General for her visionary leadership and the government of Belize for supporting this initiative. I wish to thank Apex's team, especially Apex's highly energetic and inspirational Executive Director, Mr. Bevel Wooding, and his team of experts, including Ms. Denisa Francisco, Ms. Deborah Thurton, and Mr. Richard Wall. I wish to thank my team, the Honorable Registrar, Ms. Trina Young, the Deputy Registrar, Ms. Patricia Arana, Registrar of the Court of Appeal, Ms. Melissa Rowley, and the industrious and indefatigable Mr. Stephen Bob, and all registry staff. Mr. Justice Westman James, I wish to thank you for your invaluable assistance in drafting the practice direction and sharing your considerable experience with the e-filing system with our team. I wish to thank Madam Justice Schumann for willingly assisting us in our sensitization interviews. I also wish to thank publicly and congratulate those members of the Belize Bar who have eagerly jumped on board and registered with our folio e-filing system. I wish to encourage others who have not yet registered to do so as soon as possible. This long-awaited, long-desired, and long-anticipated moment is now finally here. I therefore urge everyone to embrace this monumental change. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, it would be my pleasure to bring today's proceedings to a close. But in doing so, I think I would like to say firstly that this last 6 weeks of hard work by all concerned shows Caribbean excellence. Caribbean experts working in collaboration with Caribbean partners, coming up with solutions for a Caribbean problem. I think this all goes well for the region and how well all of us can put our minds together and come up with the right solutions for our people. So with those words from everyone, I'd like to thank everyone for attending to today's event, and I thank everyone who has put together this event, as well as participated and worked so hard in the last 6 weeks to bring this to fruition. And I look forward to Belize moving in the right direction with e-filing and later on the payments online. Thank you to everyone.